frequently.
Welcome to a brand new wave, drowning out the noise that's tame. Liberty whispers through the brave, breaking free from every chain. Nullify the rules they crave, crypto beats that pave the way. Anarchy with minds that's safe, algorithms new dawn to day. Out of bounds and out of sight, building futures pure and bright. Escape the grip and win the fight. Welcome into the legacy ride. Beyond control we take a stand, casting off the iron brand. Freedom flowing through our hands, revolution's our command. Decentralize the way we plan, all together we expand. Breaking shackles for the clan, in this journey we're unpanned. Out of bounds and out of sight, building futures pure and bright. Escape the grip and win the fight. Welcome into the legacy ride.
I just gotta say, man, your intro is way cooler than mine. I'm just saying, but I'm not tech savvy. But welcome, y'all. What is good? It is Friday Night Live. Welcome to the collaboration of Buds in Reality and the Legacy Right with Sean Collins and Mr. Zak Kisor. What's up?
Oh, I am the legacy of Jennifer and Kaiser. So welcome in to the Legacy Right, aka Buds in Reality, aka Legacy in Reality. Buds in Legacy.
You want to know what? I like that just because my dog, one of my dogs that had my whole heart that passed in May, her name was Legacy. So I'm down with it, dude. I love it. It's great.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it then. Legacy in Reality. So, but this should be a fun one. I'm gonna let you take the reins though.
Well, it's a fun one because we're gonna do something a little different this week, man. Like the news cycle is absolutely exhausting, and a lot of us are tired of it. Me especially. Like, man, how much black pill can you have? You know what I'm saying? And so it's one of those things where, like, hey, let's try and do something a little different. You know, I had another show planned this week, and my guest actually got the plague, so he's out and about. You know, he's hanging out at home and trying to not throw up on himself, and I don't want him doing that on my show. So, like, we're doing this, and your co-host actually had to work, so this all works out, dude.
Yeah, boo, Andrew. Work.
Jobs, why do you need to have one of those? We could just podcast for free all the time. It'll be great.
Yeah, who needs a job? Who needs money?
I mean, do you need money? No, everybody needs money. We all do.
Yeah, you need money.
But like some of the super purist anarchists or super purist libertarians would be like, money is bad and we could just live off of trade and barter and stuff like that. And I'm like, you kind of need change.
I like that idea, but I also like to have, the lights on.
Property and things and stuff, yes. Property.
Yes.
I mean, those are kind of things that you kind of want in life or whatever. A medium exchange isn't like a big ask. It just needs to be something that is relevant, that stays pure, instead of something that is devalued because it comes from nothing. But hey,
Mhm.
I digress. But wait, what did I do here? Is the chat open?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. No, it's got to be open. I just don't know what the hell I'm doing. We're learning. This is a learning
We are,
process.
are you streaming to your son?
I don't know. Let's see.
Double check. Technical difficulties. Well,
No, if it's technical difficulties, I am screwed because my wife is not here to fix them. And that's that.
step by step.
No, we're only on your channel.
Oh, go up to the corner.
What
You
corner?
should be able to hit edit.
No, he's in. He said, okay, we're in. We're in. Welcome, Chris Forster.
We have Chris. So
Chris is in here, and he is
We
saying
have
we
Chris.
are in, so we are in, and I absolutely love it. Chris, I love you, man. Thank you for keeping me on my toes all of the time. And Zach, too. Like, anybody who Chris follows, rest assured, he is going to spell check you. He is going to grammar police you, and I love it because it keeps me, like, in the real, I guess. Oh, no, he isn't streaming on his.
Oh, go up to edit. We can fix this.
Edit
Go
what?
up to the right corner. Go up to the right corner.
No, it
on your
says
screen.
end stream, period.
Oh, there's not an edit?
Oh,
Yeah.
no. it's
Hit
not.
edit. And
Nope.
oh, weird.
There isn't. That's okay.
Oh, well.
Perfectly okay.
Well,
We are going to do this anyways because guess what? I don't know how to fix it. So we're just going to run with it, and that's that. What the hell is going on here?
well, for that, if you want to catch this on the Buds in Reality, that'll be on Rumble and YouTube later on,
It will be
as
on
well
there.
as the podcast.
We're going to have to figure out one way or another. My wife will figure it out because I'm an idiot when it comes to this stuff. Well, shit, dude. I have no idea. One recording. I have a recording thing down here. Mine says uploading. Yours says uploading.
Oh yeah, that's the local. So it's it's telling it we're recording, obviously.
I don't care. Let's just run this stuff, man. We're going to have a good time. We're going to do something a little different this week, too. Like, what in the world? Let me just put something out in the world to say, hey, for some reason, I'm not
showing up. Oh man.
And my dogs are eating each other's face off. By the way, you guys, my dogs are on here at the moment. I have a 10-week-old puppy that I can't leave with my 1.5-year-old puppy because she's like no pounds and he's 100. So they can't be left alone together. So they're down here in the basement. They might end up making a cameo. They're both very cute. But anyways.
But are they cute and destructive?
She likes shoes. I know that because
winner. Keeper. That's a keeper.
Not live, but go on. All right. Message has been made. Let's get started. We're going to run with this. I'm sorry for the people that are waiting. The whole five of you that are waiting, I'm so sorry that you are waiting, but we are going to do this. So, look, it's the holidays. And
Merry Christmas. Or as the Easy would say, Merry Motherfucking Christmas.
I would say Merry Festivus Kwanzaa, just to cover all my tracks. Right? Did we cover all those?
What?
Excuse. But yeah,
covering for the IDF.
Merry festive Kwanzaa, and I hope you have a great holiday and do what you need to do with your families. But here's what we're gonna do.
Light a tree.
This is what we're doing this week. We are going to talk about music because number one, music is life. Inject it into my veins, please and thank you. I don't even care. Please just bring all the music here and leave it here. I can't live without it. You know, there was a time where Buds in Reality actually was about not only politics, it was about music and sports and all this stuff. And my old co-host and I actually used to kind of try to make it be like a little newscast with all those things involved, you know. It just the politics thing kind of just took over. Of course it did.
Of course. Yeah,
And now
I would say let's play some music though, but we might get kicked off.
Well, yeah, there's copyright issues. I believe you're allowed like 8 bars or 8 seconds or something like that, and that's about it.
Really?
Yeah, something like that.
Fuck.
Whoa, hey. And now you hear the dogs because they're down here with me. I'm sorry my political signs fell down. My political signs fell down, and now he's mad. Hang on 1 second. Dude, relax.
The political signs were they were actually all Trump signs.
No, they weren't. It was this one.
See, I voted for Donald Trump.
No, I didn't.
And and
I voted
Wu-Tang
for
is
Wu-Tang
forever.
Clan, except this, for some reason, this one started to fall apart. But anyway, dude, how are you going to be 100-pound pit bull and be afraid of that? Are you kidding me? Anyhow, wow, we're doing it.
The scariest, bravest dog on the planet.
He is the scariest, bravest dog on the planet. And they have everything tore up down here already. I hope you eat my Joe Jorgensen signs, though. You're allowed to eat those. Knock yourself out. But, yo, we are here to talk about based music. Based music.
Megadeth, Slayer, Pantera.
All that stuff. You want to know
Iron
why?
Maiden.
Why are we talking about this?
How about Cradle of Filth?
Ooh, Cradle of Filth. I actually partied with those guys before. Many years ago. And it was on accident. I didn't even know I partied with them until after I partied with them. My buddy was like, you know, that was Cradle of Filth, right? And I'm like, what the hell is a Cradle of Filth? He's like, it's this band. And he pulls out some CDs and shit. And I'm like, really? They were here at your house? He's like, yeah, it's my cousin and his friends. And yeah, whatever. Great. Cool. Anyways.
I will say that one of the best covers to ever be done was done by Cradle of Filth. It was that Iron Maiden song. What was it called? I forget the song because I'm a music tard.
Which
but
one?
Yeah, anyway. I'm gonna look for it while you take over the show.
Well, let's start with the first bass song I have on the agenda right now, which comes from 1965, by the way, which is, let's put this out there. Real bass music started during the Vietnam War era. It really did.
Yeah.
You know.
Hallowed Be Thy Name. I don't know why it was.
Oh my God. Yes, that song is
yes.
Fuck. And I love it. I'm a big Iron Maiden fan, by the way, and that, woo, yeah, that's a good one.
I don't know, Pantera or Iron Maiden?
Well, fucking Pantera, dude, of course. Easily. It's not even an argument, or it's not even close. And if somebody wants to debate me on that, I will slap you down gladly on that.
All right, Nirvana or Sonic Youth?
Nirvana.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I'd say Nirvana too.
Kim's great. But don't get me wrong. Kim is awesome. I can't remember her last name at the moment, but she was a part of Sonic Youth, and that was part of that whole Seattle movement.
Oh, yeah.
But did you know that there would be no Seattle movement without Chris Cornell? Did you guys know that? Like Chris Cornell was like the dad of all that stuff, right? Like Soundgarden had already kind of had a following per se. And the fact of the matter is that, you know, he got it going. He was the one who put everybody on the map and got them into clubs and stuff like that. But Nirvana was the one who really kind of opened that up and was like, wow, man, there, you know, here's this Nirvana and whatever. But without Chris Cornell, there's no Nirvana blowing up. I promise you that. He was the one who was kind of getting everybody into clubs and shit like that. People don't understand that and realize that. And knock yourselves out. If you want to Google that, go ahead. You know, if you want to receipt me, please do. I dare you on music. I dare you. But here we are.
I don't Google. I Brave.
Brave?
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. So
probably uses the same algorithm as Google. So
probably it's all the same shit, dude. And it's probably all watched by, you know, them per se.
Who's
but
that?
Anyways, Eve of Destruction by Barry McGuire. Who knows what that is? Eve of Destruction by Barry McGuire. Probably nobody, because it came out in 1965 and people don't understand music like that. But I'm going to tell you right now, the Eve of Destruction is an anti-war song. And here's some lyrics from that song. The Eastern world, it's exploding, violence flaring, bullets loading. You're old enough to kill, but not for voting. You don't believe in war, but that gun you're toting. And even the Jordan River has bodies floating. But you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, how don't you believe we're on the eve of destruction? That's the opening lines of that song in 1965.
Right at the precipice of Vietnam.
You know what I'm saying? And then he goes on to say, don't you understand what I'm trying to say? Can't you feel the fears I'm feeling today? If the button is pushed, there's no running away. There'll be no one to There will be no one to save with the world in a grave. Take a look around, boy. It's bound to scare you, boy. This
Vietnam anti-war song. Who would have imagined, huh?
I know Chris Forstner is in the house tonight talking about it. But no, seriously, this was going on in 1965. Tell me that is not based.
Oh, that's basis. F. Try not to cuss here, guys.
Because, like, they're saying, the people are saying at this point, like, they're writing music about it. And they're saying, hey, we don't want this. This is bad.
That's the beauty of music back then, is not only was there a good messaging, but it was also, there was a lot of good drugs being taken too.
Yeah, there was. We missed the good drugs.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
The LSD, the magic mushrooms. So,
well, I mean, mushrooms are still around. I can attest to that. Trust me. But you know,
he took some right before we came on. This is all a trance. He's on a journey right now, everybody.
We are on a journey and we are going to no man's land. But no, think about that. Like, you know, there's nothing new under the sun. We're still talking about this stuff. We're literally
on our way to no man's land. I thought we were going to Auschwitz.
Oh my God. And this is one of my favorite songs of all time by Slayer. Who would have thought in a million years that one of the big four, which actually three of the big four were actually very political in their music, Metallica, Megadeth, and Slayer. Megadeth actually takes the crown when it comes to songwriting, honestly. Out of the big four, Dave Mustaine is absolutely amazing. But think about this, you know, and this is 1986, I believe, with Slayer.
Welcome,
Dave, what's up, dude? Slayer, the opening verse to Angel of Death. Auschwitz, the meaning of pain, the way that I want you to die, slow death, immense decay, showers that cleanse you of your life, forced in, like cattle you run, stripped of your life worth, human mice for the angel of death, 400,000 more to die. Angel of death, monarch to the kingdom of the dead. Sadistic, surgeon of demise, sadist of the noblest blood, destroying without mercy to benefit the Aryan race. Surgery with no anesthesia. Feel the knife pierce feel the knife pierce you intensely. Inferior, no use of mankind, strapped down, screaming out to die. Wow.
We just got canceled.
Wow.
And that last part right there just canceled us.
But no, seriously, like these are songs, these are real things that people were talking about. Like from the 60s to the 90s, music was so incredibly based, you have no idea. Like, unless you were paying attention, and we're not just talking about like rock and roll, we're talking about some disco stuff, we're talking about some new age stuff, we're talking about all kinds of shit. Bud would be into that. Are you saying I have IDS? Come on, man. It doesn't mention APAC, but it's simplified. Yes. Jeez. Angel of death, monarch to the kingdom of the dead. I mean, this is fucking Slayer at its finest, dude. Like Rain and Blood is one of the greatest albums ever made, period. And people have no idea how based that album actually was, because they're not only talking about the Holocaust, they're talking about holy wars, they're talking about war in general. They're just spitting out like serious truth, while people were calling them demon worshipers. Literally, yeah. They're saying, "Oh my God, these Slayer guys are devil worshipers," and they're singing about Auschwitz and killing Jews and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's not really the message they were giving. But if that's what you're trying to portray them to be, you're kind of retarded. But like, think about like, all right, since we're in the big four right now, like we could skip the 70s if you want.
Well, speaking of like political stuff that nobody would ever, unless you actually listen to it, like Sepultura and Soulfly. Oh, big time.
Dude, oh my God, I can't look right now. I have Chaos ID on vinyl, which is one of the most important albums ever made. Actually, pull up some lyrics. Pull up lyrics from Refuse and Resist.
Mm-hmm.
Pull those up and put them on the screen, because that song is super big.
It kicks,
dude. Like it, and if that doesn't get you pumped to like get crazy, you're not a human being. I promise you that right now. Pull up Refuse Resist by Sepultura. Yeah, do that. Hell yeah. This is why Zak Attack's good at this shit, dude. I don't even know how to do any of that stuff. I'm a tech tard. Oh, here we go. I'll pull it up. Make it big.
Great. Yeah. There we go.
You're there. Chaos AD, tanks on the streets, confronting police, bleeding to plebes. Oh, keep going. Go down. Bleeding to plead, raging crowd, burning cars, bloodshed starts, who will be alive? Chaos AD, army in siege, total alarm, sick of this, inside the state, war is created, no man's land, what is this shit? Whoa! Like, and this came out like 1991, probably, maybe
something like that.
1990, 1991, somewhere in there. Like, wow, dude. That is seriously some serious lyrics calling out the state and the war that they create constantly. like refuse, resist. They're telling you to refuse the state and resist the state. That is exactly what they are saying. And this came out over 30 years ago.
Yeah.
30 fucking years ago, dude. Like, wow. You know, and here we are, like right now in 2024, and the music is look at my ass, look at my titties, and mumble rap shit. Like
Some Uncle Tom stuff,
so, like what are they even
basically.
saying? What are they even saying? Like, it's so insanity at this point. Oh my God, Amity in the house. Amity, I miss you. Hey girl, I miss you in the chat. I understand why you left. We don't
Howdy, howdy.
I know why Amity left the chat though, and we're not gonna talk about it. But I miss her long time and I love her long time. She's killing it. She's on the podcast circuit. She's on the X circuit. She is doing great, amazing.
Oh, yes. She is. She is. Amazing work.
So
Finally hit that.
But like, let's move on, dude. Let's think about this. 1969 now, which everybody knows this song right now. Fortunate Son by CCR. The 60s through the 90s had a ton of anti-war song. It kind of fell off after that. It really did. It really did.
It fell off when Rage Against the Machine decided to go Rage for the Machine.
We might have to talk about Rage at a certain point during this show because I am very bitter about that, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
remember Anthrax, too? I remember jamming to Anthrax while playing SmackDown versus Raw. Because it was on the soundtrack.
Anthrax should have got replaced with Exodus on the Big Four. I really do. Exodus was far superior to Anthrax when it comes to thrash metal. I'm just saying. But Anthrax had "Cry for the Indians." You know what I'm saying? I totally get that. But dude, 1969, Fortunate Son, Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Oh.
Dude, this song is so fucking based. You want to know why it's so fucking based? Is because it came out during a time where like based wasn't such a thing. But look, dude, listen to these lyrics right now. Some folks are born made to wave the flag. Ooh, they're red, white, and blue. And when the band plays Hail to the Chief, oh, they point the cannon at you. It ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't no senator's son. Holy shit. Are you kidding me? During Vietnam, they came out blazing fire like that. This might be one of the most bass songs of all time, like, period. Honestly. Think about that.
Completely.
And then he says, some folks are born silver spoon in hand. Lord, they don't help themselves. But when the tax man comes to the door, Lord, the house looking like a rummage sale. Yeah. Like, what? In 1969, they were screaming this stuff? In the heat?
Fuck.
Exactly.
Gangster.
That is so incredibly based. Like, wow. Like, what happened? Like I said.
I tell you, man, it's because of the drugs. They had their mind was open. Their mind was clear. They were free. And it was all the drugs.
Man, and they had good drugs, man. They did have good drugs.
And they had marijuana that was actually, real. Like, it was gold. The stuff your parents smoked.
Oh, I'm doing way better shit than my parents did. Look at my eyes, dude.
Oh, I believe that. But, what's in it?
But like, let's move on, dude. Let's move on. And I'm going to read the whole song of this because I actually knew the words to this song at the age of 3 years old. I come from a broken family. I used to go to my dad's on the weekends and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And my biological dad, was actually a musician. That's how my mom and him kind of whatever,
My dad's actually in the other room right now. He came up. Speaking of father.
Nice. What up, Pops? What's up?
Oh, he's in the other room. So probably getting ready for Indiana versus Notre Dame.
Gayer and gayer. But anyway. Indiana had a great squad this year, though. Considering
They did. They
circumstances,
did.
they had a hell of a squad. They really did.
Too
Notre
bad
Dame,
they're gonna get annihilated by probably 5 touchdowns tonight.
that's what we said about Michigan and Ohio State, but I digress.
That's true. That's true.
I know you're a Buckeyes fan or a Buckeyes fan.
Michigan's gonna annihilate Alabama by 16 touchdowns, which means it's not gonna happen.
But
Truth be
dude,
told, I do want Michigan to beat Bama, just because.
I do too.
Fuck Bama.
Because fuck the SEC.
Yeah, at this point, it is Big Ten versus SEC.
Noel,
at
if
this
you're
point.
listening, sorry, not sorry, but fuck the SEC. That's just what it
Finally,
is.
the Big Ten agree. We're all coming together.
Yep. But dudes, War Pigs, 1970, probably arguably the most bass song ever written of all time, to be quite honest. Black Sabbath, who let me take you on a journey about Black Sabbath real quick. So there's a man named Alvin Lee. Alvin Lee was part of a band called 10 Years After, way back when. We're talking 60s, 70s at this point. And they actually had 10 Years After had a great song in which you could probably pull the lyrics up to that too. I Want to Change the World by 10 Years After. It was an amazing song, but Alvin Lee was a part of that.
Yeah.
And
what was it called again?
I Want to Change the World.
Oh, I Want to Change the World.
Yeah.
But I thought.
Yeah, pull that up because that's actually an amazing song as well. It really is. Like, we're talking, dude, the 60s and 70s were so based. It was unbelievable, But Alvin Lee, let's get the story out real quick. Alvin Lee was somebody. He was part of 10 Years After, but he was a big time like music mogul. Everybody knew him and whatever. And there's this band called Earth.
Oh.
Wait, I saw BS and Black Sabbath in concert a couple years ago. Ozzy had to come out and ask the audience to request an encore. Yes, dude.
Boom.
Yes.
But did he eat the bat?
No, he.
How many times did he eat the?
But
How many times did he eat the bat? Was it just once?
It was just the one time, and that was that. And then he did some fake.
That was base though. I will say that.
But he thought it was fake. That was the thing. He thought it was fake. She said it was so pathetic. Dude, Ozzy hasn't been great since the 90s, honestly. Let's be honest. Ozzy has not been
that's one of the drawbacks of doing all the drugs back in the 60s and the 70s is Parkinson's and Alzheimer's.
That and a lot of drugs and booze and all that shit. But check this out, y'all. Check this out for real. So there's this band called Earth in England, and they were kind of blowing things up out there in England or whatever, and they really wanted to change their name. They go to Alvin Lee, and they said, Alvin Lee, like, hey, we're doing really well right now. We're going to go to the States. We're going to try to blow things up over there, but we want to change the name to our band. And he goes, well, what do you want to change the name of your band to? And they said Black Sabbath. He goes, you're never going to make it. You're going to lose. You're not going to be whatever, dude. History is history. You can all take it from there. Black Sabbath is the pioneers of heavy metal music. But yeah, Alvin Lee told Earth, Black Sabbath was originally named Earth, and that they would not make it if they changed their name. Alvin Lee was very wrong. But did you pull up the 10 Years After? Were you able to find it?
Oh yeah, I got it.
Oh yeah, pull that up because that song's bass too. Can you get those lyrics up there? Oh my God, like music is everything. Seriously, inject it into my veins. I can't even live without it.
I mean, look at verse 2 right there.
Everywhere is freaks and Harrys, dykes and fairies. Tell me where is sanity? Wow! They said that, dude, that song would not make it on the airwaves today if it was put out today. Wow. Tax the rich, feed the poor, till there are no more rich, no more. Wow. Dude, like.
Wait, here's an annotation for dykes and fairies. Alvin Lee is not seriously attacking hippies. and homosexuals, but voicing the words of others who object these changes from normal repressive society. Like,
Yeah.
holy shit. Like, sometimes you got to go hard.
You know, and the fact of the
Here.
matter, like, oh, wait. Go down. Go give us some more words.
Oh,
I love to change
yeah.
the world, but I don't know what to do. We know the chorus of that. Population keeps on breeding, nation bleeding, still more. Oh, where we go? Still more feeding, economy. Life is funny, skies are sunny, bees make honey. Who needs money? Not poor me. Like, wow. These are
Yeah.
like songs that are like breaking down there's nothing new under the sun. This is the same shit that's happening today, and this is in the 70s or 60s. Like, wow, we're talking 50 years ago plus, and there's nothing new under the sun. But we got to go to Black Sabbath right now because this is gold, honestly. Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses, evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death construction. In the field, the body's burning as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh, Lord, yeah. Whoa. I just got goosebumps right now, like just from reading that. And that's not even.
That sounds like a comic.
But seriously, like this was 1970 at this point. This is during the Vietnam era. Politicians hide themselves away. They only started the war. Why should they go out to fight? They leave that war. They leave that role to the poor. What?
Big time.
Alvin Lee. I mean,
Alvin
sounds
Lee.
like Tommy to me. Alvin Lee. He
Probably.
could have been at that point because he was like,
He might have been. But I mean, who cares?
Dude,
commies were at least, I don't know. It wasn't like, it was a different time back then.
It was a different time back then.
Yeah.
But this is nothing new under the sun. It's crazy.
No.
Like times have changed, but have they really? The
Not
one
really.
thing we're learning from history is that we don't learn from history.
History rhymes.
History does rhyme, dude.
Yeah,
Dude.
history rhymes.
Time
Speaking
will
of Earth, though.
Yeah. Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I mean, yeah.
But dude, oh my God, I got to get the lights. Oh, time will tell on their power minds, making war just for fun, treating people just like pawns in chess. Wait till Judgment Day comes.
Dylan Carlson was the lead guy. Bought the gun for Kurt, by the way. They were best friends.
Good.
But Earth, speaking of good bands, this is all instrumental, by the way. But this is called Bees Made Honey in the Lion's Skull. I'm not going to play all of it because.
And they were called Earth? Are they allowed to do that?
They were called Earth.
Well, because Black Sabbath wasn't Earth.
I would assume so, since Black Sabbath changed their name.
But this is where War Pigs gets really juicy, and I love it. Now in darkness, worlds stop turning. Ashes where the body's burning. No more War Pigs have the power. Hand of God has struck the hour. Day of judgment, God is calling. On their knees, the War Pigs crawling, begging mercy for their sins. Satan laughing spreads his wings.
You get
Wow.
See, to a normie, they would say that's satanic, that's evil, and you're going to hell.
But really, in theory, he's saying that God is going to triumph here.
Exactly.
Like that's the thing. Like they're saying, like, and not to get all religious on y'all, but God's gonna win in the end. Jesus Christ wins. All this stuff is superficial that we see in the world. Like all this bullshit that we see about, Oh, are they going to spend the money to keep the government open or not? That's a charade, and it's all stupid and dumb, and it does not matter. And anybody who is a Bible-believing Christian knows that God and or Jesus Christ is going to win in the end. And that's what they're saying in War Pigs. Like, what? And they tried to say Black Sabbath was satanic. That's insane. They actually have some other songs that are quite religious that people don't even pay attention to because they're not super, popular and whatnot. It's
here's the thing about Black Sabbath. It was either about heroin, anti-war, or some type of spiritual shit.
Yeah.
But in not in that order, but really, it was either spiritual, anti-war, or heroin.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Which was everything that was happening back then. Like, seriously,
Yeah.
there's a huge heroin epidemic during Vietnam. That's not a big secret. Like, and they were bringing it here. They were bringing it here from there, just like they were bringing it here from Afghanistan. It was the same thing.
Yeah.
There's
Frank Lucas.
What was that?
I said Frank Lucas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Real talk.
It's crazy, dude. Like, there's a direct correlation between the heroin epidemic in Vietnam and the heroin epidemic and Afghanistan. There really is. And feel free to knock yourself out. And I'm going to go as far as telling you that the United States government was trafficking drugs from there to here in both instances. Just like they're trafficking fentanyl across the border, and blaming it on the Mexicans. But we're not going to do this whole political bullshit on the show.
China. It's China.
It's all China's fault. China. Yeah. Trump will still skin. That retard's like, hey, raise the debt ceiling. It's great.
Channel ban.
Yeah, that's probably going to happen at some point. This is why we have a Rumble, and I hope it stays open. Dude.
Maybe. I'm not too much of a fan of Rumble. I'm more of an open source torrent type of guy, so maybe we should just go to torrents.
I need to learn more about this shit. It's all foreign language to me. I know that Rumble's more free speech than YouTube, and so I went on there. But it is Canadian, and it does
more than YouTube. but
dude,
we digress.
Check this out. And this song is so based, it's not necessarily political either. But this song is based on the premises of its lyrics. And that's Peace of Mind by Boston, 1976. And if anybody's familiar with Boston, that whole album, and I can't remember what it's called. Oh, it's actually, the album's called Boston. And I have it somewhere in my repertoire that's buried over here. But anyways, dude, check this out. Now, if you're feeling kind of low, but the dues you've been paying, future's coming much too slow, and you want to run, but somehow you just keep staying, can't decide which way to go. I understand about indecision, but I don't care if I get behind. People living in competition, all I want is my peace of mind. Like, that is serious shit right there. That is so saying, like, I don't care what the world is saying to me. I'm going to live life my way and just have a peace of mind about it. Like, there's nothing, like, that is insane. Like, that is base as fuck. Like, how do you not even, like, acknowledge that's not base? Like, that album is so underrated. Boston's album, Boston, is actually probably one of the greatest records ever made of all time. Probably top 10 in my own version of top 10. Seriously, that album is amazing. But
is it based though?
It is. So
I don't know.
What do you got?
Know. I think this is pretty base.
Who's this?
Back to the Soulfly.
Oh, Soulfly! You talking about Max Cavalera?
Back to the primitive. Fuck all your politics. I'm not gonna do the voice. That hurts my throat.
You can't do Max.
We got our life to live.
You want me to do Max Cavalera for you? Because I can do it.
Yes, do Max Cavalera.
Back to the primitive. Fuck all your politics. We got our life to live the way we want to be. Back to the primitive. Fuck all your politics. Who feels it, knows it. Oh my God, that's what he sounds like. And that is Sepultura. That is Matt Cavalera from Sepultura. That gets me excited. You have no idea. I'm a huge metalhead. Back to the primitives. Fuck your bullshit. We are back to set it free, confronting the negative. Back to the primitive. Fuck all you wannabes. You don't mean shit to me. Let it bleed. That is based. Yes, that's a good one, brother.
Based AF. AF.
Wow. She says Screamo sucks. That was not Screamo. That is straight up metal. Screamo came out
Screamo.
Way after Screamo, but oh my God, he had the Brazilian accent and his deep, raw dude. Max Cavalera is absolutely like a godsend to metal, dude. That that's the guy we were talking about from Chaos AD. For those of you who don't know, Soulfly is a olive branch from Sepultura, because there was some falling out between the Sepultura members or whatever. But like, oh my God. Thank you for bringing that up, dude. That was based as fuck, dude. And I got to yell a little bit. That was kind of cool, dude. That was kind of.
I didn't, because I didn't really feel like yelling.
Oh my God. Like, dude, music was, I don't know what happened after 2000. 9/11 happened, obviously. And
9/11, yeah.
Everybody kind of turned into a bitch. Minus our homeboy, Blooded the Brave. We got to give Blooded the Brave a shout out. Come on. We got to do it, because his music has been based for over 2 decades. And
will we get copyrighted? I don't think we'll get copyrighted, will we?
Brave would love us if we put us on his music on there. Put on Free the State from Your Mind. Put on that. Put on that. That will blow everybody's mind real quick. The opening line itself is like, oh shit, did he just really say that? And you can figure out who he's talking to or talking about from there. I promise. I'm not going to say it out loud. Y'all can take it from there.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. You know what to do.
Government's a gang, government's a gang, and killers are crooks. Government's a gang, government's a gang, government's a gang.
Here we go. Listen.
All that matters to them is that they hold on to the power. They're the ones who blew up both the Twin Towers. Gone in a flash, lost in a bang. Then they give everyone in the world brand new chains. They're insane, people still think they care. They still happy your money, people still think it's fair. Live on the air, they get conditioned to believe that the government's a friend and not their enemy. Like the mob who rules the most violent gang. Fuck every government. They're all the same, they turn men into beasts who drop bombs in the streets. For crooked politicians who worship the beast, they were smitten by their favorite politician and they're bitten by the amount of laws written. If you listen, they don't miss a word they say. They lie about it all like Osama in the cave. It's the same sad song. The government was wrong for what they did in Cambodia and Vietnam. Free Hong Kong and free Palestine. Think they won't, but they will charge you with the thought crime. Now you're banned. It's illegal to think. They push us to the edge. We're right on the brink. Let go of the hope and pick up a rope and tie it in a knot and hang it around the throat.
Whoa!
Dude! State from your mind. Tyrants, they'll never let you shine. Defiance is how you free the state from your mind.
Who is he talking about, though? Who is he talking about?
Free the state from your mind. I put it all in my songs, every word and every rhyme to help set you free and free the state from your mind. It's you that they need, down on your knees, begging them like a god to make you feel free, not me. I've never been the knee, I'd rather burn than serve anyone who thinks they own me. Man's raider, the brave, I'll never live in a cage or support anyone who wants to see me enslaved. Think what you want, but the state owns you. Republican and Democrat, to them you are booed. Used and abused, you got Stockholm syndrome. And defend those who broke in your home, beaten down and believe
cold. Cold.
Out cold,
That was-
dude. No mercy. No mercy. I love it, dude.
Brainwashed and lost like a stated slave. I'm appalled to hear them all applaud for the paper false idle and believe in the cause. I put it all in my songs, every word and every rhyme, to help set you free and free the state from your mind.
All right, pull that
Free the
before
state
we
from
get
your
in trouble.
mind.
Huh.
Dude, tell me that is not insanely based. You
Oh,
can't.
that's basis. That's base as fuck.
And all of his, dude, I could pull up or you can pull up, dude. We are
Here's
the
another bass one though. I got to do this one too.
which one?
Shout out to Click Type and
Oh,
and Manu. Yeah. To Mickey San.
And this is
This is Cassie's voice.
This is Cassie's boy. Manu's
Yeah.
in this. Cassie's been producing these guys and doing all kinds of shit, dude. I've actually known about this for a long time.
Mickey!
A big old rattlesnake.
No one's a free American. We wage slaves to them. Working
Uh-oh.
9 to 5 to barely stay
Uh-oh.
We lagging?
alive. 95% of
The sound isn't coming through.
Uh-oh. Well,
Uh-oh.
shit. Well, they're actually really based too. They are.
They are.
Cassie Ramore has been working on that for a long time. At Subscript Pirate, if you guys know who he is on X, he's been producing some music that is extremely based with a hip hop group. Him and his buddy Manu. I don't want to call him his partner because if you call somebody a partner these days, it's kind of gay. So like you can't say that.
Partner. Business partner. There you go.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you tell which partner it is. Are you trying to get it back?
Yeah, I got it back.
Yeah, because this is good too, actually, you guys, honestly.
This is a with the little A
Mickey!
symbol.
A big old rattlesnake.
No one's a free American. We wage slaves to them. Working 9 to 5 to barely stay alive. 95% are poor. We need to learn to chuck and jive. We're digitized. They own our life. We're nothing but a number 2. I'm not gonna do it.
Since the situation is the way it is,
Break the
the
digital.
CIA and this ain't no way you is.
Fuck the government.
Got your homies in the pictures on the list.
Find out who they
Spying
is.
on our citizens, we're coming for you.
Blood running.
Since the situation is the way it is,
Get your guns
they
ready.
enslave us, use it, take no fear in them.
Fuck the government.
Until
And
we're
that
free,
beat
we
is
demand our
cold.
privacy.
Yeah.
I love
For a man
it.
and
Yeah.
a woman next to me. Yeah.
I be about my paper, dog. I be about my bills. Not talking gates and belly checks. Not writing any checks. I want them stacks back. I want the gold. Where'd McKinley go and where did Grover blow? Banks control the dough. Just blue face hundreds going tracking every one of them. How they spend them, where they been? Fuck Franklin, sick of him. I want back Madison. They took him back, part of the plan. Tricked us, adding color to it. It was always green. Wow, man, we're like the queen. We fucking fell right in. Well, fuck England. We American, American, Amerisleep. Raised on social media, dumb as shit, like a fucking parakeet. Repeat Earth, and we see no fact checking bitches. Rich don't pay
Yes,
the
it is,
taxes,
Chris.
don't pay all of it. Most of us in credit debt, forced to spend more than we get. A mystery, the most expensive time in history. But large bills are mixed away. You think you in the land of free, you in the land of pay me G with money.
It absolutely is.
Since the situation is the way it is,
Break the
the
digital.
CIA and this ain't no way you is.
Fuck the government.
Got your homies in the pictures on the list.
Find out who they is.
Spying on our citizens, we're coming for you.
Blood running.
Since the situation is the way it is,
Get your guns
they
ready.
enslave
You know,
us, use
the
it,
fact
no
is-
fear in them.
Fuck the government.
Until we're free, we
There's still
demand
people out there
privacy.
doing this shit. But like it's not a lot.
Yes.
And they're probably more underground because they're not going to put them in the forefront of the music industry, especially considering
Mhm.
who owns it. And we're not going to get into that. We know who owns the music industry, but I digress.
The GOY.
Somebody like that. The Groypers?
Something
Are you
like
trying
that.
to say it's the Groypers now? Because that's a thing. What the fuck is that even?
Yes, it's the Groypers. It's the Groypers. I
Well,
don't know
like-
why it would be GOY though. Wouldn't there be an R there?
But like, check this out. Like even back then, though, I'm gonna bring up some 80s shit right now, actually, just to make but I got to make sure. And of course, this is where my ink started to run out of my shit, of course. But dude,
Technology.
even 80s hair bands were incredibly based.
You mean David Bowie was based? He
Oh no,
wasn't a hair
David Bowie
band.
is more 70s than he was 80s. David Bowie's down
was.
here though, and he's looking at nothing. He's huge.
That's the only reason why I said David Bowie.
By the way, you guys, David Bowie's my 100-pound pity, and he's down here with me. He just hasn't yet made a cameo. I figured he'd be on my lap by now. But like, check this out, dude. When the Children Cry by White Lion, which this was the ultimate power ballad, and this song could actually bring tears to somebody's eyes, honestly. Little child, dry your crying eyes. How can I explain the fear you feel inside? Because you were born into this evil world where man is killing man and no one knows just why. What have we become? Just look what we have done. All that we've destroyed, you must build again. When the children cry, let them know we tried. Because when the children sings, then a new world begins. And then they go on to say, little child, you must show the way to a better day for all the young, because you were born for all the world to see that we all can live with love and peace. No more presidents, and all the wars will end. One united world under God. And then they do the chorus again. And like, holy shit, man. This is a power ballad from the 80s. Like, you know, the 80s of excess and rock and roll and drugs and chicks and, you know, all the things, sex and all the stuff. You know what I mean? And they're putting
out of the blue. Yeah.
You know, and the song is actually very beautiful. It's one of my very favorite songs of all time. But then you can go into the 80s new wave. Where's my phone, by the way? Because I got to pull my phone because I couldn't print no more. But, dude, this is Depeche Mode now. Depeche Mode. People are people, so why should it be? You and I should get along so awfully. People are people, so why should it be? You and I should get along so awfully. It's a 2 repeat. So we're different colors and we're different creeds. And different people have different needs. It's obviously you hate me, though. I've done nothing wrong. I've never even met you. What could I have done? I can't understand what makes a man hate another man. Help me understand. And then it goes back to the chorus. And it says, I can't understand. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back. And now you're punching, and you're kicking, and you're shouting at me. I'm relying on your common decency. So far, it hasn't surfaced, but I'm sure it exists. It just takes a while to travel from your head to your fist. And then it goes into all the, you know, people are people. Why should it be like this is going on in the 80s? This is, you know, this is incredibly based. This is the 80s. But this is one song that I really, oh my God.
A lot of things happened in the 80s. So you had a lot. I mean, first off, you have the aftermath of the 60s and the 70s, civil rights movement, the 70s chaotic post-civil rights bombings that were mostly fed. You have the economic downturn, rise of poverty, loss of jobs, industry moving, and then you lead into the 80s, and you just had the Iranian Revolution, the American kidnapping. You have the invasion of Lebanon, that war. So you have the crack epidemic. You got all this negative, and so it makes sense that you start seeing a lot of music like this, like a power ballad like this.
It's crazy
from White Lion.
But then, like, so here's Tears for Fears, and everybody knows this song. But this song is ultimately based on so many levels, and it's called Everybody Wants to Rule the World. And anybody who is a Gen Xer or an older millennial knows what this fucking song is.
Oh, yeah.
So very important. Welcome
if I could play it right now, I would.
Yeah, don't do that. We will get taken down right away. But welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Even while we sleep, we will find you. Acting on your best behavior, turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody wants to rule the world. It's my own design. It's my own remorse. Help me to decide. Help me make the most. Oh, I'm sorry. What? Oh, my phone just tweaked. Ooh.
That was
Help me make the most of the freedom and of pleasure. Nothing ever lasts forever. Everybody wants to rule the world. There's a room where the light won't find you. Holding hands while the walls come tumbling down. When they do, I'll be right behind you. So glad we finally made it. So sad they had to fade it. Everybody wants to rule the world.
Everybody wants to rule the world.
That is so insane. That is like, blah. And so
they're literally telling you there's a one world government.
that's exactly what they're telling you. And this is
the Illuminati is real.
What year was this?
We just got banned.
Oh, did we really?
1980. No, 1985.
1985. Like,
yeah.
The 80s were so incredibly based. Like, it's so unreal.
The 80s was based with movies and music.
Yes.
Not gonna lie.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Now here's another 80s kind of hair band that kind of in the 90s too. Empire by Queensryche, who is known for their power ballad Silent Lucidity, which is, oh my God, one of my very favorite. I'm a power ballad guy. I'm an 80s hair band nut, actually, to be quite honest with you, because that was my first music that I found on my own.
When you had hair, did it go all the way to your ass?
Never got that long because, that was the 80s. I was a kid in the 80s. I more grew up in the 90s. I was born in.
Yeah.
But like, I remember all this stuff. Empire, though, dude, this song is wild because they're talking about some crazy, crazy, crazy shit in this song. Empire by Queensryche. And this is another one where my printer decided to run out of ink, so that we're going to struggle with this one too. Last night, the word came down, 10 dead in Chinatown. Innocent, their only crime was being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Too bad, people say, what's wrong with the kids today? Tell you right now, they've got nothing to lose. They're building an empire. Johnny used to work after school at the cinema show. Gotta hustle if he wants an education. Yeah, he's got a long way to go. Now he's out on the street all day selling crack to the people who will pay. Got an AK-47 for his best friend. Business the American way. And this is 1990, actually. This is 1990. They're singing about this stuff. East side meets west side downtown. No time, the walls fall down. Can you feel it coming, Empire? Can you hear it calling? Black man trapped again. Hold his chain in his hand. Brother killing brother for profit of another. Game point, nobody wins. Decline right on time. What happened to the dream? Sublime. Tear it all down. We'll put it up again. Another empire. Like, wow. Where is this music today? Honestly, outside of like Brave and Cassie's guys, like, who's doing this? Nobody.
It's all underground, and I'm gonna bring up another one that's of today as well.
Okay.
So that we can actually play. So
let's play it.
And this cat is actually from Detroit.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but he was down here. He was down here in Cincinnati.
Okay.
Working at Amazon at this time.
Ohio's gay, but that's okay.
So is Kentucky. I'll be killing, mate. I'll be killing, mate. I be chilling my.
Oh yeah.
I be chilling my. I can't say the other
When you
word.
see me in the club, I'm just chilling my nigga. When you see me in the bag with a bottle and a pack, I'm just chilling my nigga. I'm just chilling. If you see me with your
I'm
man,
just chilling.
we just chilling my
Chilling, I'm
nigga.
just chilling.
We just chilling. I got
I'm
killers
just
on
chilling,
the
I'm just
payroll.
chilling.
I ain't tripping, my nigga. I ain't tripping. I'm just chilling, my nigga. 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 Oh yeah, too drunk to stay calm, too high to get hype. I'm just chilling, my nigga. We just whole spot getting lit. We ain't with that bullshit. We just chilling, my nigga. We ain't on that bullshit. We just chilling, my nigga. We just chilling, my nigga. I'm just chilling, my nigga. I'm just chilling, my nigga. I'm just chilling, my nigga. Yeah, with a couple of bad chicks.
Meet David Bowie, by the way.
Cannibal eat this, she took two, now she feeling
I told you they'd make
paraplegic.
a
Can't
cameo.
walk straight like she got a pair of new leaders. Oh, you geeked up? Well, bitch, I might just be. Watch the police, they try to
David
flick us
Bowie.
like a light switch. Keeping it on me, I wear that pistol like a nightstick. These niggas phony,
And
and
now
I
he's
don't really,
laying on my
really
lap.
like them. I ain't with the arguing. Louis V cardigan. I be chilling, getting
Welcome,
to a
Katie.
bag. I ain't partying. One weekend after another, you going hard again. Wonder why you end up in the same spot you started in. Pardon me, let's go out of town. I'm feeling good today. Probably take a trip to Las Vegas. Let's get a hood.
David Bowie has a fan.
The plans and she couldn't wait. Shots to the face. We lit, but we
You
straight.
need
So when you
Stan.
see me in the club, I'm just chilling, my nigga. When you see me in the bag with a bottle in a pack, I'm just chilling, my nigga. With a bottle in a pack. If you see me with your man,
Trying to totally get on my
we just chilling, my nigga. We just chilling, my nigga. They got killers on the pay.
I just realized. Does it
What-
matter if he's saying the N-word?
Well, he's allowed to say it. We can't say it.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, they can say it in the song all they want. Like,
Oh,
I can't say it. You can't say it. I don't want to say it. I actually live in a black neighborhood. Are you kidding me? If I say it, I'll probably get in big trouble.
if you say it, they might call you a hero.
I
An hero.
I ain't tripping, my nigga. I ain't never not tripping. I'm just chilling, my nigga. Yeah. I be on some chillin' shit. Yep. And you ain't gotta ask me who I'm chillin' with. Heritage of Michigan, married to the Benjamins. Need a champ, I'm harder than a cherry on a cigarette. Hey, back, I don't get along with no broke niggas. And when it come to being broke, you the GOAT, nigga. Don't ask me about nobody, I don't know niggas. I just be chillin', I'm cold with it. Froze niggas. You see a chain on top of chain, it's like a long letter. Get to the money, I'm spinning bitches like old records. We in here lit up, got this bitch looking like Coachella. These niggas tempted but never tripping, they know better. Never needed any favors, all I need is pros. If she
I
still
believe that's
wearing
his
coach,
boy,
then she
actually.
need a coach. Play against the odds until you even knows. You on a level we ain't on, so when you see me in the club,
Dancing in the video.
I'm just chilling, my nigga. I'm just chilling, my nigga. When you see me in the bag with a bottle in a pack, I'm just chilling, my nigga. We got a pop. If you see me with your man, ho, we just chillin', my nigga. We just chillin', my dog. I got killers on the payroll. I ain't trippin', my nigga. I ain't never trippin'. I'm just chillin', my nigga. I'm just chillin'. I'm just chillin', my nigga.
And that's bass too. Like, but these are all underground people. They're not hitting the mainstream, which is probably by design because they don't want people to hear, a message that is getting out there that,
Yeah.
they're probably wrong, or whatever it may be, like stuff like that. Like, let's just put it this way. This is why, the media is bastardizing Javier Milei down there in Argentina because they don't want Americans seeing that kind of freedom. They just don't want that. They can't have it because it destroys their narrative, And sorry for the Trumpers who are listening, but Trump's not here for your freedom or your liberty either, dude. That guy's about to print money into oblivion and bomb the fuck out of Iran when he gets in. So, I mean, hey, but I digress. We're not here for that today. Dude.
That's where we need a little bit of war.
We're sick of war.
The band, not the actual war.
Yes. But like, here's the thing. I'll be 45 years old in February, right?
Mm-hmm.
The United States have
Happy early birthday, old man.
Wow, thank you. Look at these gray whiskers. I'm like,
I'll be 36 in May, so I'm right. I'm
wow,
following
you're
you.
just a
So.
pup though, and you still have all your hair. You're so lucky.
Genetics, man.
There is one rapper in particular that I really want to talk about right now, and that is Mr. Ice-T. Ice-T has been incredibly based since I started listening to him in the early 90s. Like, here, boom.
He's still based.
Dude,
look at that.
This is how I found Ice-T. This album right here.
Mm-hmm.
Except it was CD. I didn't have records back then, but I have records now.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire album's actually incredibly based itself. But there's one song in particular, which was actually the introduction to his rock band, Body Count. Ice-T does have a rock band, believe it or not. You guys, if you don't know, you need to go listen to them because they're incredibly based as well. And if you don't like hip hop and you like rock and roll music, you're going to like Body Count. It's just one of those things.
Yes.
But this is a song called Body Count, which came on the record I just showed you, OG Original Gangster. And the lyrics go like this. God damn what a brother got to do to get a message through to the red, white, and blue. What I got to die before you realize I was a brother with open eyes. The world's insane while you drink champagne and I'm living in black rain. You try to ban the AK, I got 10 of them stashed with a case of hand grenades. What? Like, wow, dude, that is insane, and I absolutely love it. And then the chorus is, tell us what to do, fuck you. Oh, you got it pulled up right now.
Yep.
And then it goes on to say, you know what to do if a bullet hit your kid on the way to school, or if a cop shot your kid in the backyard, shit would hit the fan real hard. I hear it every night, another gunfight, the tension mounts, on with the body count. And then he goes on to repeat the first verse.
Mm-hmm.
You know, goddamn what a brother got to do to get a message through to the red, white, and you. What I got to die before you realize I was an N-word with open eyes. The world's insane while you drink champagne, and I'm living in black rain. Don't you hear the guns, you stupid, dumb dick sucking bum politicians? I hear it every night, another gunfight. The tension mounts, on with the body count. Whoa, dude, like that is so. They tried to ban the AK and I got 10 of them stashed with a case of hand grenades. He's pretty much saying, fuck the government. I'm not going to comply.
Basically.
And fuck you. Like, we're not doing this shit. Like, where is this music?
We did, Katie.
Where is this? Where is this vibe here in 2024? We need to bring this back. There's so much music. Like, if you don't know, you shouldn't be here. What don't we know? Uh-oh. Chris, what did I do? But like, no, like, where is this? Like, this was all mainstream music at this point. There was a time where the United States government reached out to Ice-T and Eazy-E and other hip-hop people during the 1992 riots after Rodney King got his ass beat by the cops. Yeah, cop killer, better you than me. Cop killer.
I mean, yeah.
Brutality. That was another body count song. Yes.
Wasn't he in Colors too?
The
movie?
Yeah.
Or no, he wasn't in it, but they did
yes,
use that song. They used that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like
my favorite movie though is still Surviving the Game.
Nice.
Yeah, with Ice-T. What?
Oh, if you didn't know about body count, you should know. Oh, hell yeah. No, but like we need more. Like, why isn't it in this mainstream? We know why it's not in the mainstream. We know it's not.
Mm-hmm.
We know why it's not, because they won't have this anymore. It became to be too much. Like, even Two Live Crew.
It's the reason why Immortal Technique stays independent. Because he doesn't want to sell out. So part of it, I think, has a lot to do with not selling out, but at the same time, because if you sell out, you're not going to be able to you're not going to be able to say your piece of reality. Because this is what it is. It's reality. They're telling you the truth, and the powers that be, whomever that is, I think we know the name that we cannot say.
The juice. It's the juice.
It's the juice. The
It's the
juice.
juice.
So,
We
and I
know
think it did.
we know who
I
runs
think
the music industry. We know who did 9/11. We know, and even and that might have been the end of it. Like the 9/11 thing.
Oh, I agree, Chris.
All of it. There might have been some like certain artists that might have had a song pop
Oh,
out here and there. But
also, majority has one R, sir. Yes, I got to
oh, you
correct you.
finally got him. Holy shit. Wow. The spell check king has been spell checked. Wow. He's going to say that was on purpose. This was based. He's never going to listen to our shows again. He says, yeah, I know. He's probably like, fuck you guys. But anyways, like,
Probably.
this is so great though. Like, but you guys, there's so much censorship and like so much more censorship. I don't even want to know what they're hiding. They're hiding everything that has to do with real life, real shit, real people. Like you can go back to Public Enemy and they had Fight the Power and Can't Trust It. Can't Trust It was about the black slaves coming here on ships and stuff like that. That song is insane.
Yeah. KRS-One was sound of the police.
Yes.
Especially when he goes officer, overseer.
You know, or even NWA with Fuck the Police and Straight Outta Compton and all that stuff. Like, they won't play music like that anymore. They won't have that on their mainstream anymore. And even some of those guys got arrested back then. NWA actually had an issue here in Detroit for playing Fuck the Police. They portrayed that movie Straight Outta Compton. They were told not to play that here. Don't do it. Don't do it.
They did.
They didn't.
They were abiding by it, but the crowd, basically, the wisdom of the crowd said, play Fuck the Police. And so they went ahead and played it.
You know, and I remember
ended up getting
dude, I remember seeing Ice Cube and Shane Park in 1995. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, this was, the times were different, music was different, but like, where is all the anti-war music now? Where is the reality music now? Where is the police, you know, the people saying, you know,
underground,
fuck the police, they're doing us wrong? Where's the people saying, fuck these wars, we're doing it wrong? Where's the people saying, fuck the government, we're doing it wrong? Like, you know, I'll give credit where credit's due.
Yes,
even though they turned into a bunch of bitches, sour ass bitches, Rage Against the Machine was very relevant in 1991 when they came out with, you know, Killing in the Name and Freedom and Township.
Also,
you like,
you want to know what's funny about Killing in the Name? Also, another song I discovered on SmackDown vs. Raw.
Nice. But like, seriously,
or one of the SmackDown games, I'm not even sure.
Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Or if you saw Rage Against the Machine live, and they would say some of those that burn crosses are the same that hold office. Like, nobody was saying that shit. They were literally speaking truth. Why stand on a silent platform, fight the war, fuck the norm? That's Rage Against the Machine.
Like, and now what are they saying?
Bow down to your master.
Basically.
She says, now I have to watch Straight Outta Compton tonight. Hell yeah, you do. No, but like, where is this?
Don't even watch it. Just listen to the song. Listen to the song, and that's the movie.
Amen to that, though. Seriously, though, like, where is it, though? Bring it back. We need to bring this vibe back. We need to bring the 80s vibe back. We need to bring the 90s vibe back. Even the 60s and the 70s vibe. Like, where's the anti-war music? Where's the anti-government music? Like, think about this, like,
I do too.
Like, oh my God, Offspring. Pull up All I Want. Pull up All I Want.
Great song.
Pull up the lyrics for that, because that's dude, like where are these people? Where is this vibe? Where are the ones getting the youth charged up saying, yo, we're not going to stand for this shit no more? Instead, we get Taylor Swift saying, oh, we need to vote for the Democrats. And we get Kid Rock saying, hey, we need to vote for the Republicans.
Money talks.
You know, where is it? Where is it? Like, bring it back. We need this. We need to bring a culture of, hey, maybe you shouldn't trust your government anymore. Yes, day after day, your home life's a wreck. The powers that breathe just breathe down your neck. You get no respect. You get no relief. You got to speak up and yell out your piece. So back off your rules, back off your jive, because I'm sick of not living. Just stay alive. Leave me alone. Not asking a lot. I don't want to be controlled. It's all I want. Like, dude, like, where is that? Where is that? Like they're saying, back off your rules and back off your jive. I'm sick of not living, just stay alive. Like we're living this today. We're sick of not living just to stay alive because all of our money is being spent on basic needs. We're fucking broke.
Not our money. They just print it.
No, but our money like is gone because of what they do. Like we can't afford to live anymore. I'm sick of not living to stay alive. Like
Taylor Swift is actually Sean's favorite artist. Don't let him lie.
She needs to be Donkey Punch, but that's irrelevant at this point. And if you don't know what Donkey Punch is, I'm not going to say it on the show. Just Google it and you can find out for yourself.
What she needs is a cherry cheesecake. And if you don't know what a cherry cheesecake is, I'm not saying it here. Go to Urban Dictionary and just type in cherry cheesesteak.
Or Cleveland Steamer. Zak Attack's from Ohio. You can look up Cleveland Steamer as well. She deserves one of those too.
The Cleveland Steamer, the cleaning company?
She says, I agree, Sean. Hell yeah. Oh, wait. I'm going to pull this up real quick, though. Like, hang on. No Effects, dude. No Effects was absolutely amazing with this song called Perfect Government. And this song, I believe, came out in 1990. Ooh, I can't find it right now. It's probably 94, 95, somewhere in there. But listen to this, the lyrics to this song, Perfect Government. And even if it's easy to be free, what's your definition of freedom? And who the fuck are you anyway? Who the fuck are they? Who the fuck am I to say? What the fuck is really going on? How did the cat get so fat? Why does the family die? Do you even care why? Because there hasn't been a sign or anything getting better here in the ghetto. People are fed up, getting fed up. But point your finger, you fucking racist, you bigot. That's not the problem now, is it? It's all about the money political power is taking, protecting the rich, denying the poor. Yeah, you love to watch the world from the White House, and I wonder, how do you sleep at night? Like, seriously. And this is 1994-ish, somewhere in there. It's not on the thing right now. But like, are you kidding me right now? Oh, who's this? What did you just pull up?
Third Eye Blind, Jumper.
Yes.
We all should know what this song is actually about. I'm just not going to say it because YouTube.
I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. You could cut ties with all the ties that you've been living in. And if you do not want to see me again, I would understand. That's a good jam.
Great jam.
The Angry Boy, a bit too insane. Icing over a secret pain. You know you don't belong. You're the first to fight. You're way too loud. You're the flash of light on a burial shroud. I know something's wrong. Ooh. Isn't that something? Isn't that something?
I mean, and that was from like, God, when did well, usually
probably 97, 98, I would
but yeah, but this was like mid 90s, mid to late 90s.
Yeah.
And this is what they're talking about. I mean, cut ties with all the lies. I mean,
living in. like we need to bring this vibe back. We really
We
do.
do.
We need to, if you got musicians friends that are speaking some serious truth out there, you need to lift them up, post their music, put it out there and say some nice things about it. I know that X isn't, a place to, really, put YouTube videos or whatever, but do it anyways. Who cares? Somebody's going to pick up on it. Get your friends some clicks and likes, man. Zeal says to
Exactly.
buy your friends books. Yeah, buy your friends books and buy their movies too. Buy
Go out. What you do is you download yourself a YouTube downloader on your computer. Then you download your buddy's music that's on YouTube. You burn it all on the CDs. You go down to the corner and you just start selling them out the trunk of your car.
That's right.
Someone's gonna buy it. As soon as one person buys it, they're gonna end up liking it. If they do like it, if they don't, they'll let you know. Or you don't see them again, but the next person will come and get it. And you just keep on going down there and just shimmying up those tracks, just laying them out for your buddy.
That's right. And speaking of buying your friend's shit, one of my friends actually sponsors this show. And so we're going to give him a plug right now. Township Liberation.
Oh.
Township Liberation is out there doing the Lord's work, telling you how to nullify yourselves from the state at a local standpoint. 76-page book. You can read it in a day or two, no problem, easily. There's so much good information. You can nullify everything everywhere from the state. Our boy, Mike Decentralized, wrote it with a co-author, Thomas Decentralized. And it's really just some really good truth on how to nullify yourselves from the state and how you can win. Now, he's done doing X Spaces and shows for the rest of the year, so I can't plug that right now because I don't know when he's back. So I'm not going to just say, hey, go on there, and he's going to be back next year.
After the first, I believe.
After the first, yeah, for sure. For sure. I just don't know exactly when the X Spaces and the podcasts are coming back with Free Patriot Artists. But get the book.
Definitely in January.
Dude, you can get this on Amazon. It's $10, something like that. Dude, it's a fantastic read. Get you some. I promise you it's totally worth it. And, follow at 2FreeMike. And definitely follow at Town Liberation, at Town Liberation, at Town Liberation. I can't say it enough. I love that guy so much for, sponsoring the show and just doing what he does. It's not even about the sponsorship. He's clearly doing the Lord's work. He is a man of God, and he's also a man of liberty. So follow him, buy the book. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to be disappointed. He humbles me every day, honestly. But to move on to some more kick-ass music before we go.
There's his handles right there. Give Mike and Town Liberation a follow, and let's spread the message.
Seriously, because honestly, at the end of the day, it's the only way we're going to win is through local nullification. We're not, this is why I wasn't a big, guy on the presidential election and stuff like that. I wrote in Ron Paul. And the only reason I showed up to begin with is because I had friends on the ballot that I said, hey, I'm going to show up and vote for you. Otherwise, I'm not going at all. I'm pretty much done with it. At a national level, oh my God, I'll just move to a cottage in the woods and become.
Yes.
Can I join you? Are we allowed to come too, Katie? Katie, I love you.
We're gonna start our own forest witch village.
Yeah, but we're Christians too. Christian witches, is that a thing? No, that is totally an oxymoron. Don't do that. But I'm being funny. I got jokes. They're not always funny, but I have some.
Don't think too hard, Sean. See,
but,
we're all allowed.
She says no. But we have to. Amity, I love you so much. You're so great, and you're doing great things, honestly. But
see, this is what brings us all together. We have Christians, we have pagan witches, we got everybody. Everybody here wants to. We just want one thing: to be left
liberty, some freedom, and to be
alone.
Like,
yes,
we're not. A lot of us aren't asking for much, honestly.
Salem. Speaking of taking Salem by storm, that's essentially what Morgan did when he came through Salem, Indiana, back in 1863. I
Oh,
think,
gee.
yeah.
There's
I
Zach
think
with that history stuff, man.
he ransomed the town.
You're way
So,
too good at history. You're way too good at history, honestly. I am not that good at that, and I don't retain information like that. I have to keep notes and stuff, you know. Like I do that provoked book series or whatever, and I have like, dude, a laundry list of notes that are just insane.
when do I start this book?
Just start it. You have to do it. Dude, that thing is as thick as the Bible. And if you guys are not reading that book, you are doing yourself a disservice, honestly. Like, look at that. It's insane. But if you want to know the truth about what's going on between Russia and Ukraine,
Hold on. Comparison.
you
Here's
got a
my
Bible?
Bible. It
Might even be thicker.
it's thicker than the Bible.
Scott Horton, what did you do? Scott, what?
Better. It's bigger. It's thick. Wow.
That's wild though. But no, you guys got to get that book. You really, if you want to learn about what's really going on between Russia and Ukraine, and if you don't buy the book, listen to the book club. It's on every Monday at 7:30 on X with me and the Biblical Anarchy and Mark Poles from Knocked Conscious podcast. It's a collaboration we're doing. I'm having a really good time with it, but it is a ton of work. Like, oh my gosh, you're committed to reading something that is completely, dude, I'm only like something like 160 or 170 pages into it, and I feel like I've read like 10 books already. But that's what Scott said.
I'm just starting it.
Scott said it's a giant book report, and that he's not wrong, so it's great. And, I really, if you want some education on what's going on there, foreign policy.
The grand finale is going to have the great Scott Horton on himself, right?
Yeah. It's looking that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which,
hell yeah.
Scott, you want to know what's funny about having Scott Horton on a podcast is you really just got to butter him up with a few lines, and then he just takes over for the next 2 to 3 hours, honestly. And you just sit back and you listen, because he's
he does
media. He really is. Like, that's what you do. You just let him do his thing and let him talk, because nobody's going to tell it better than he is. And he's going to be a lot better with some of those names in that book. I'll tell you what, some of those names in that book, I don't even bother trying, because I'm going to get it right.
Like, I'll be straight up. I mean, because you can go check out me and Andrew's interview with Scott on Spotify. It's not on YouTube or anything. It's just on our Spotify, The Legacy Right. But I kid you not, when we dropped in and had him on, like, I was so nervous. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have Scott. What do I ask? And then it ended up coming out pretty crisp, like how we started the show, and then pretty much just let him go. Yeah. Like, me and Andrew literally just sat there and just listened to him. I think I mentioned a couple things, asked a couple things, and he just basically just went like straight up, just a little bit of here and leading up into like enough already. Just talking about the lead up into enough already.
Yep.
And then you just go read the book.
I had him on after I read enough already, and literally I probably said about a paragraph worth of words. And then he just took over, and I just sat back and listened, because that's what you do. Because he is absolutely the greatest when it comes to foreign policy. There's nobody better. I can't wait to talk to him again, though, because I would actually like to know, like, he's our foreign policy guy. If you're into foreign policy and you're on the liberty side of things, Scott Horton's your guy, obviously. But I want to know who his guy is. I want to know who his guy is. That, you know what I'm saying? Because
what if he just does it? What if he just does us all dirty and says that his guy is Donald Rumsfeld?
No, that's not happening. That is not happening.
As a joke, he seems like a funny guy.
Donald Rumsfeld. Donald Rumsfeld.
Speaking of his humor, I listened to enough already, right? And his book before that on Afghanistan. I actually listened to him. Yeah. And he does the narration for it. And it was so funny when he would get to like everybody that he talks about in the book and say their piece, their dialogue, and he would like try to do like a voice sound as close as what they would probably sound like. Hysterical.
That's
I
awesome,
loved it.
dude. That's amazing.
I loved it.
Now, you know what?
Little tidbits.
You wanna know what? I feel like we're at like an hour and 35 almost. So like to close this show out, and I want the chat involved in this too. So listen up, guys. And I want you guys to tell us first before you tell us, or before we tell ours. It's Christmas. What's your favorite Christmas songs? I want to know your favorite Christmas songs that you just absolutely love. You know, where's the chat? Come on. Where's Chris? Where's Amity? Where's Katie? Where's everybody? Who is
Come on.
I want to know your favorite Christmas songs, because this was about music, so we better go with music.
And we better do Christmas too.
We better do Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. And
We might as
Oh, there we go. Yes, Fairy Tales in New York. Oh, Katie, we are going to have Christmas in the drunk tank together. Yes. This is amazing. Fairy Tales in New York. Yes. ICP. They had a Christmas song? I'm in Detroit. I should know this. ICP's from here. Y'all know what's funny about ICP is I watched the fat guy get his
That's actually a really good version of Holy Night. Amity.
Oh, Holy Night is my favorite Christmas song.
Yeah.
Period.
But that was a really good version that's sung by Carrie Underwood. Cackle. I hear it. I hear it now, Katie.
That's hilarious, dude. Did you say Christmas, right? Yes, we said Christmas.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
my God. We share a common theme, though, Amity. Oh, Holy Night is my absolute favorite Christmas song ever. But followed by Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad is dope.
Which is funny that you say that, because I went to a Mexican restaurant to eat dinner last night with my dad. They had a mariachi band, and as we were leaving, they started singing Feliz Navidad.
Have you ever heard Cheech and Chong's version of it, though? Police got my car. Police got my car.
Yep.
While I was driving drunk from the bar. That is so awesome. That is so awesome, man. Christmas is dope, though, man. You know, last Christmas. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Wham. That's a good one. Amity's my age, probably. So I'm picking up what she's putting down on a lot of this stuff. Chris is, too, I believe. We're all Gen Xers. I know Amity and myself and probably Chris. Chris, are you a Gen Xer, too? I know Amity. Yeah, Amity is. Chris, I don't know yet. I think Chris is, though. I'm pretty sure he's right around our age bracket. I'll be 45. I barely made Gen X by the skin of my teeth. He says very. Hell yeah.
That could mean he's younger than you, or he could be older than you.
No, if he's very Gen X, he's older than me. That's for sure.
Probably.
I barely made the cut, honestly. Barely made the cut. Merry Christmas, everyone, by Shakin' Stevens. I don't think I know that one. I'll have to check that out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I'll have to.
But Fairy Tale of New York, I'm going to tell you guys something. The beginning of that song, he says, well, this is Christmas in the drunk tank. And I'm like, oh, man, because I'll tell you a really funny story. He says, I'm 50 in a few months. Woo! Damn, Crease. It happens to the best of us, and it happens fast. Oh, my God, it happens fast. It really does. You know, all I'm going to say is life goes by fast. Take a breath, and it'll pass you by, man. So just please enjoy it while you can. Like, enjoy your families, enjoy your life, enjoy everything. And as a matter of fact, like, oh, you got Kitty in the house? You guys, you got Kitty in the house? Okay. I'm going to
got a kitty in the house.
I'm going to wake up Penny Lane just for the sake of doing it, because you guys already saw David Bowie. And Penny Lane's too damn cute for her own good because she's like 10 weeks old.
She's adorable.
Come here, baby.
And she's already getting huge. Although, I don't know, this girl.
She growled at me.
Let's see. Let's compare.
Your cat's bigger than her. This is Penny Lane. Say Penny.
Damn, fat ass.
This is Penny, and she just came here. She came here on Wednesday. She's my rescue brat. We have no idea what she really is, and they told us she might be part. They called her a boxer mix. I don't see a lot of boxer.
I don't see boxer in there.
I
Definitely Pit.
I see Boston Terrier and Pit for sure.
Yeah, I could see the Terrier actually.
I don't think she's going to get very big, like Bowie, but and Bo's like, oh my God, now he's she's like, I'm sleeping, dude. And she's full of piss and vinegar though. She bites his lips all the time. It's so cute. But you guys are awesome for being in the chat. I wish you guys a very Merry Christmas. I want you to have a great New Year. I want you to just
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. Police got my car. But like, you guys, just go have a good holiday.
You go. You have an assignment.
She says, "Oh my God, snuggle Penny Lane extra for me." Oh, she gets all the snuggles. Everybody's in bed. I'm glad I have a California King because everybody sleeps in bed, and I get so hot because I'm fat, and everybody's in bed, and there's blankets and whatever.
Staffy? See a bit of Staffy in her?
Possibly. We don't really know. I will get a DNA test done when she goes to the vet again or whatever. But right now, she came with all her shots. She's fixed and all that stuff. But like, dudes and dudettes, go enjoy your families. Go enjoy life. Turn off your TVs for a while. Please turn off your TVs for a while. Nothing's good.
In fact, turn off Twitter for a bit.
Turn off. No, because I'll miss you guys. Don't do that. It's my only form of social life. I'm so boring. I do this in X. Like, this is my social life. I talk to you guys more than I talk to real people. Honestly, I'm serious. Besides when I go out with my wife and stuff and talk to people or whatever. But like, I'm a hermit, man. But like,
why not?
Let's be better. Let's all try to be better about everything.
Last thing though.
Yeah.
Speaking of better, and chat, this is for y'all to add in too. What are your plans for the new year? What is your New Year's goal since we're about ready to hit Christmas? Let's see what your New Year's goals are.
I know mine, but that's just because I need to lose weight because I'm so fat right now. It's gross. If I didn't have this beard, you would see a very double chin at the moment. I'm just saying.
You shaved that beard a couple months ago, didn't you?
I had to. I fucked it up trimming around it. I had to do it.
Yeah, we got to see the double chin.
You had to for a minute. You didn't have a choice. But no, like, you guys, just do the things.
Oh, there's a goal. Katie's writing a book.
Really?
Yeah.
About?
So.
I'm going to get older and fatter. Me too, Chris. Me too. 100% older and fatter. Life goals, hashtag. Amazing. This is amazing.
Oh.
Where's Amity? What's Amity's? Adult fantasy.
There's the book.
All right. Giggity, giggity.
Giggity, giggity.
Oh, yeah.
That one's for that's for the DT fam, Chris. Giggity, giggity. I know you're out there.
You want to know what? A buddy of mine writes some adult fantasy. Amity says no goals yet. Y'all know what? Don't put pressure on yourself. Don't do it. Just do it.
Just do your thing. Take it slow. One day at a time, right?
But Katie, check out Legends of the Brave Bard. That is Legends of the Brave Bard, the author of those that smutty fantasy series. Actually, is what it's a smutty fantasy series that he does the intro music for my show. That's his music. So you guys can all kind of maybe
That's awesome.
interlink and have, adult fantasy stuff, and it'll be awesome. I need to get my house
That's a good
sold
goal.
and take a few vacations. So Amity says,
I agree. I need to do the same.
I need to
I'm
do
with
the
her on
same
that.
too,
But it's home.
I would be careful selling right now, because if you sell now, you're going to have to buy high.
Yeah, you're gonna
That's the
definitely have to buy high.
That's
Unless you just want to buy some land, which I mean that's still gonna
well,
be a little high, but buy some land
well,
and then get yourself. You can actually purchase yourself a kit home, to where a manufactured kit home, and they'll bring it to your property, basically snap it together like a puzzle, and all they have to do is hook up the wiring and the plumbing and all that, and they can be fairly cheap, like, and pretty nice actually. But
Katie, that is Legends of the Brave Bard, and you can find him on X at Brave Bard. Ooh, yeah, Amity, you got to
yeah,
get out of that nonsense. I'm sorry.
get out of that.
Don't be mad at me. I'm sorry.
Is the market just slow over there? It seems. Sounds like, yeah.
Well, the market
I
has
mean,
slowed down. The market
it has slowed down.
I got
Starting
people
to see more of a, yeah.
and they said
Starting to see more of a seller's market.
well, no, it's
Or
still
no,
it's still a seller's market.
or not a seller's market, a buyer's market,
No, it's definitely not a buyer's market
or
right
not
now.
a buy, or in between, neutral market, whatever.
It
I'm learning.
They're still going pretty high, but they're not staying on the market as long.
Yeah.
And they're not getting like people offering 50, 60, $70,000 over asking price. That's not happening right now. Maybe 10,
so
30 at best.
kind of in like this in between seller and a neutral market, effectively. You're starting to see the steam just kind of
housing purgatory,
basically.
Well, it's because the interest rates, like that's the problem with the market right now. Not to get all political at the end of the show, but like,
it's the interest rates.
Well, the market isn't necessarily political. The market's the market. I wish the market was political, because if the market was political, the market would run everything and the market would win always. But unfortunately, that's not the world we live in. But, houses are still selling, but they're not going for as much. And they're also not, getting overbid and stuff like that. We're kind of in between. But the interest rates itself, like the Fed just brought it down another 0.25%. That's not very good. I believe that the percentage was 7%, so at 7%, Chris, peace. Love you, brother. Thanks for always coming through.
Peace, Chris.
Man. You're awesome, man.
Thank you for stopping by.
Dude, Chris is awesome. I really love that guy.
Chris is awesome.
Folks.
Yeah.
But
and then this one for you, if you want to get the book when it's out, Sean, I mean, there will be a translation page. Katie wants to put a translation page.
Listen,
I don't know if you do.
Katie, you lot over there
I don't think British people understand British words.
I understand you lot. You lot over there. She knows what I'm talking about too. Yeah. You lot over there. I got people from over there. I got people all over the world. It's great. But
are you talking about Scotland?
Now you sound like a fucking Russian. You don't sound like a Scottish at all. Stephen McNamara.
I am from Mother Russia.
But yeah, like just watch the market, because the interest rates haven't really, if they take a 0.25% off of 7%, it's still not good. Like nobody wants to pay 7% on, whatever the median house in here in Michigan's right around 350,000, 300,000, something like that. Who wants to pay 7% on that? Nobody. And I'm sure it gets worse. You know what I mean? So just watch the market. I'm not too sure where we're headed right now. I would think the housing market's going to come down a lot within the next year. And
It's
Not
gonna have to.
necessarily a good way. She goes, I understand Americans fine. The DT fam understands my strange words after 3 years. That's awesome. I love
Mhm.
DT. The DT guys are great. I'll tell you a funny story about those guys before we go, even though I keep saying before we go. I was laid up in the hospital, like in very bad shape in 2022. Very bad. Like almost died straight up. And I did an X space when DT was still doing X spaces. I did an X space with them, and I was fucked up on Dilaudid, dude. Like fucked up. I needed it. I was in a shit ton of pain. But yeah, they
Mhm.
were shooting me up with Dilaudid every 2 hours. And here I am on a DT, like talking on my phone in my hospital bed, going, blah, 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 blah. You know, I don't even know what we talked about anymore. You know, but I appreciate those guys forever. I love those guys forever. Cassie, Manu, Tyson, all those guys are great. Katie,
Mhm.
all those guys.
Peace and love.
You know, that was
Peace and
amazing.
love. So let's plug actually every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern. That's 6 p.m. Pacific on YouTube and X. Dangerous Thoughts. Check it out. I'm not sure what's going on this Sunday, but I think it's posted up there for the card.
Nice.
So, but always a lot of fun, and you can get with Cassie. I believe it's Subscript Pirate on X, and send him a DM, and you can actually get on the show towards the end and comment or ask a question. So you can actually join the show. So join. It's very fun. So, and speaking of DT fam, technically Trek every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific as well for all you West Coasters. If you're into Star Trek and some nerd stuff.
West Side.
Dave and Katie's actually here. So Dave, his name is Dave. Katie is in the chat. They host Technically Trek every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, which is 1 a.m. for Katie. Late
Wow.
nocturnal.
Well,
So,
awesome, guys. This is awesome. She does vaguely remember that. That's awesome. That was man, that was tough. I'll never forget that for the rest of my life. I'm glad I'm still here, man. God bless, you know, God. That was amazing. But let's wrap it up, y'all. This was great. Thanks for being here. You know, this is I wish you guys a Merry Christmas. I wish you guys a Happy New Year. I wish you guys the absolute best in all your endeavors. I love all of you. So
and
much.
for all you pagans and Norse out there and Celts, and happy Yule. Have a fabulous Yule feast.
And to all of our haters
Bye.
out there, we love you so much. You have no
We
idea.
do.
And
Yeah,
you have
we love the haters.
and you've seen
We do.
nothing. Yeah, you have no idea, you guys, what you're in for. You can keep hating. We're gonna keep bringing it.
Bye, Amity.
Peace, love, and liberty, y'all.
Thank you. Thank
Be
you, Katie. But yeah, it's been fun.
It's been fun, but let's wrap it up, man. Let's be good, man, and have a great holiday. Love yourselves, love your communities, love your family, love God. Just love all of it.
Peace. That's Sean Collins, the man with a lot to say. I'm Zachary Kaiser, the legacy of Jennifer and Kaiser. This has been Legacy in Reality. And tune in. Make sure down below, like, comment, subscribe to both our channels on Rumble and YouTube. And yeah, let's go ahead and get out of here because we are about to hit the 2-hour mark.
Yes, we are.
So, peace.
Good.